Hey there, my name's Amber Horsley, and I have the distinct privilege of sharing how amazing our God is with you. And this one's pretty fun, so buckle up. Um, as I've shared in the past videos, I had the distinct privilege of being able to maintain my practice in Houston for a year. So from June to June, the kiddos and I would get in my car and drive 3 hours to Des Moines and stay with an amazing friend who I cannot thank enough. And then at 3 in the morning, we would get in the car, drive to the airport, and we would fly to Houston, and then we would reverse course on the way back. So we did that for a year. And at the beginning, I remember everyone kind of saying, just, are you serious? You're going to do this? And I'm like, yeah, we'll give it a shot. And so at my practice, our agreement was until December. So from June until December, ride or die. And I was pretty sure by December, I was gonna be like, either you have to commit me to an insane asylum or something, because me by myself with two babies in an airport, I'm like, this just sounds like a recipe for disaster. Um, but I mean, I went from June to June, so it went so much better than I could have imagined. And again, all the God stories and this whole platform, just all the things. So many amazing things came from those travels. And so I'm very, very thankful for them. And so my last travel was really heavy on my heart, I was thinking of all the things during that last drive there, and then, that last morning when my alarm went off at 3 in the morning and I got the kiddos in the car and all the things, just all the feels, all the emotions, since this was the last one. And apparently, and so with all of this, I always put my GPS, even though I know where to go, I always put my GPS just because, to do it. So I was again thinking of just all the reminiscing and all the good and all the things, and I must have been really daydreaming because I sailed right on past my exit. And I eventually start looking around and I'm like, oh, okay, I don't remember all this. I'm pretty sure I passed my exit. And so I put it in my GPS. Yep. To the tune of adding 10 minutes. I was like, oh, okay. Just laughing at myself, okay, Amber, you know where you're going, right? Because you do this every month. So just laughing at myself. But I'm like, okay, this is exactly why I always leave an abundance of extra time. So I'm like, we're gold. No issues here. So we go in, we park at our same little spot we always do, and we park in right away. Shuttle comes. So I'm like, haha, we got this. And so get out, get the whole double stroller packed up, all the things. I always have a big car seat in my back, and both kids in the double stroller with a bag over top. I mean, I have this thing down to a science. And so he pulls up, and I just start disassembling my stroller. So, because again, by now I'm like, haha, I got this. And so take out my car seat, put it on, disassemble this whole double stroller, grab all the things, put the baby on, put the this, put the that. It's just, I have this down to a science. And so I get on, and everyone's like, oh my goodness, I wanted to come help you, but you have that down. And I was like, yeah, I've done this a couple times, been doing this about a year. And so oh yeah, we can tell type thing. There's a reason I'm saying all this. So we get to the airport, and I get out, and there is a huge line for United, never I've seen before. I'm like, wow, that 10 minutes must have done a number type thing. I'm like, okay, well, I always pre-check my bags. So then I just get this little green square where I just stroll right on up, and then I put my bags on, they bada bing, bada boom. And so I'm like, well, I always do this every time. I don't have the green square I always do. Do I have to stay in line? I don't know. So I just go quickly ask someone up front. And I don't know if she'd know. Anyway, she was like, yep, you have to stay in line. I'm like, okay, no problem. So I go back and stand in line. And then I start looking down, and thankfully right away, I'm like, where's my backpack? Okay. So my backpack that has my ID, my information, it's my diaper bag. It has everything. I'm like, uh-oh. And so I'm like, well, looks like I gotta go back out. And so go back out and start walking back out to the shuttle, to the pickup. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, you'll be kidding me. How long am I have to wait for the shuttle? And then I'm having to get the shuttle and then get back to my car. Okay. But yep, I just stroll right on up. And so get out there, and wouldn't you know it, as soon as I'm standing there, less than a minute later, here comes the shuttle. I'm like, yes. But not only is it any shuttle, it's my shuttle driver. And so first, and he just heard me talking about how I've done this so many times. I'm like, hey, done this so many times, never done this before. Like, can you bring me back to my car? And so I disassemble my stroller, throw it all back in there again, and we go in. He brings me right back to my car. I run, get my bag back on, good to go. And so we're back on, and now we have to wait for a couple people. And so I'm starting to get antsy by this point, but I'm like, no, I'm good. We're good. And so we get back, and I like standing in line, but I'm like, no, I know I do this every time. Like, there has to be something. And so then I look, and I'm like, oh, like there's a new thing they just added in the past month that like you pre-check, but then you go over here, you print your bag tags, you do all this stuff, and then you drop it off as opposed to you bring it up. And I'm like, okay, cool, I'll do it. So went, printed my bag tags, was bringing them up. While I'm putting them on my bags, wouldn't you know, I start bleeding all over the floor. So the day before, I was making my sourdough and I cut my finger, and it was healed more or less to the point that, like, I mean, it wasn't bleeding on me until I decided I wanted to hit it on something, apparently. So I'm bleeding all over the floor at this point. So grab a baby wipe, clean it all up, do a little sanitize, throw it on my finger, hold it while I just keep doing it on my life. Like, everyone's looking at me like, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, blood's not nothing right now. Like, I'm mom. And so throw my bags on there, and then go out and about to go up through security. And I'm like, okay, no, like, let me make sure I'm doing a little double check right now. Make sure. And I'm looking and I'm like, where are my keys? Because I'm actually driving my husband's car, because my car had some stuff going on. And so his car, my keys, I always just keep in my bag at all times. Like, they never come out, like good old new technology. So, but his keys, like, I always hold them in a certain pocket all the time. And I'm like, okay, they're not there. Do I want to just guess and hope that I put them someplace else? Or do I go back out to the shuttle? So here I go, back out again. And as I'm out there, it's like, okay, same thing. Like, how is me for the shuttle? And then here comes the shuttle, like right away again. And I'm just like, thank you, God. Like, and not only was that, it was my shuttle driver again. I'm like, you, sir. And he's just like, oh my goodness, this woman. And so I'm like, are my keys on board? And he's like, and so I walk on, look at my seat, there are my keys. I was just like, whew, dodged a bullet. So glad. Okay. So grab my keys, get out. I'm like, okay, we're good now. Now we can go. So stroll on up. Thankfully, not much line through security. So we buzz through security, go back to my gate. I still have 15 minutes to just like sit and chill, go change diapers, get ready, all the things. I'm just like, what? After all that, I still had time. But the crazy thing is like, I mean, yes, I'm saying in here, I'm like, oh, gotta go back. And I did think that in my mind, but honestly, I was calm the whole time through all the chaos, all of this and the that, and back to my car and back out here and to the shuttle. Like, I was calm. I'm like, well, I gotta do it. So here I go. But more what it told me, and what I really felt in my bones, was it was God telling me, I was with you for all those travels. Because all my travels up to that point, like, I arrive in Houston, and again, my amazing friends who always pick me up and house me and all the things, like, oh, cannot say enough about these amazing people. There was like, hey, how was your flight? And every time I'm like, great. Like, I never had any issues. Or the time I did, because my flight was, I got to my gate delayed, I had 2 other flights. Those were all God-ordained appointments. Like, those other flights I was meant to be on. So it was like, no, they were always so amazing. And so it was the last one that had all the hiccups and all the craziness. And so for me, it was so clearly God telling me, I was with you. You were never alone. In all those travels, all those moments, all those places, you're never alone. And the same thing's true for you. We're never alone. Even in the midst of chaos and craziness, God's there. And he has a sense of humor. So there's that. But I hope that brings you a chuckle as much as it does me. That, all the craziness. I've been there, done this, all my pride. It was all pride, you know. I've done this so many times. Watch me unload my stroller and put it back together and all the things. And, oh yeah, all the things. But God's like, it wasn't you. It was me. It was God. So, it's God. He's got your back.